Rose, we're here in beautiful Toronto for another epic banger, potentially. Florida Mayhem taking on the London Spitfire for your... Oh, wow. Okay. Hydro dies to Cheerios. There's the rally from the Florida Mayhem as Checkmate pulls the blade. Landon's the first one to fall as Checkmate tries to dash up to Sparker. He does find the kill and a triple kill for Checkmate. That Dragon Blade truly sharp in the hands of the Genji. The Florida Mayhem do manage to wipe a lot of people in his sidelines, but they've all got that overhealth from the beats. The Blizzard's going to isolate someone, and Hydron comes up big yet again. Checkmate pulls the blade too. The DPS from the Florida Mayhem keeping this competitive as overtime is ticking down. The London Spitfire are nowhere to be found on this map. Hardy, no chance in hell you're surviving that one, son. Overtime ticking, and the Florida Mayhem been spotted, and with no ult and no over health, by the way. Sermashed laid down that beat, but Checkmate didn't get any of it, so Sparky cleans up with ease. A later double support ultimate from the London Spitfire is just going to aid them in cleaning up this fight. Both Florida Mayhem supports used the ult, but Checkmate was just on an island. It's long enough he might be able to do it, but OT is here. A nice headshot by Sparker takes down someone. The blade has been pulled by Checkmate, but little to no backup is found. The London Spitfire will claim round two. Eventually pops it as Backbone pops a blade of his own. A little bit more effective though in the hands of Backbone and Hardy as they do clean up the Mayhem. Checkmate falls and London Spitfire, they're going to hold on for the time being. Sparker just slips through him like butter on a hot pan, but someone ends up going down to a body shot of Sparker. 95% and building as a rampage is used by Hardy to clean up the Mayhem once again. Hydron's not really seen any action in this fight. He's going to be able to recharge yet again, but no, in fact, he's not. Hits the lift, but the London Spitfire are going to claim round one. He's on the high ground. London got a cower, but maybe not for long. The beat from Admiral's going to push Hydron down to the low ground as he's still trying to find an entrance into this fight. A later beat from Sermashed is good, but now Hydron's health bar's falling pretty damn low. He's been isolated, but his team is still finding kills. The blade from Checkmate is decent, but he's still trying to go for the Junker Queen. He's just getting booped around as Admiral finds 2 kills in that fight. And with 40 seconds to go, the Florida Mayhem. Someone is on the payload right now, so it's a 4v5 in this small room. It is the Genji on the point, but look how split everybody is. Hydron is super low, only getting healed by Sermashed. Don't touch the payload! Oh, London! Oh, a classic C9. They went too aggressive in the little theater there. As 3 members from the Mayhem just beelined into the point. London, who is crowned? I'm not sure. Someone has to touch the payload. Florida Mayhem managed to get there in time, but London, they're not in danger of a C9 now. It's just extra meterage for the Mayhem as Checkmate puts himself on the point. A rampage from Halley to get back in time as the London Spitfire hold it just after the second point. Front line, but now they're going to have to rely on Hydron. Getting headshots with the overclock, not going to happen. Even Sermashed's Transcendence used to try and keep the front line alive, but London unrelenting in their assault on this point B. And look at that. The Lucio. Hydron is pretty low. They need to be able to touch. Don't you dare C9. 0.69 meters to go. As the brink on Mayhem have already fallen. London Spitfire soaring high as they take yet another map. 2-0. High in the sky, but Landon gets that beat just in time. Checkmate still with a lot of overhealth from Sermashed's beat. A rampage from Hardy is decent, but someone tries to follow up with one of his own. Admiral and Hardy anti-naded as Backbone trying to focus his attention towards that brick. RuPaul does fall, and a rather scrappy fight on the floor does end up with London pressuring out Florida Mayhem again. An expensive fight on both sides. Blade's been popped by Checkmate, and Hydra takes care of Landon. The payload still needs to be touched. There's a couple of seconds to go. It is now contested, so overtime will trigger. Hardy takes down Checkmate somehow, some way. That rampage from someone just rings through the ears of the London Spitfire. Admiral is back on the point, but no, Florida Mayhem do manage to boop him away in time as they cap second by the skin of their teeth.
Try to go in and keep them from touching the card.
Sermashed has beat, Admiral gets booped away, and the Florida Mayhem managed to complete.
It's not going to be as impactful on this first point.
Nice move, actually. Both RuPaul and Hydro now on the floor, and this is the chance for the London Spitfire to push on forward. A Transcendence is going to save them, though. Hydron's got a motorcade around him, keeping him alive. Even a nano boost is thrown out. This is the Florida Mayhem holding on to the first point. Backbone is alive as, yeah, Sermashed showing off his skills just a little bit. There's a minute to go, and the London Spitfire unable to crack the defense of Florida. Maybe the London Spitfire in trouble too. Sparker ends up pulling out the overclock and takes care of checkmate. Can London follow this up with more? Both the supporters of the Florida Mayhem are on high ground, so one of them will have to touch in the end. And Hydron just jumps down to the floor, finds 2 picks, but London still managed to cap.
Within all the chaos.
Doesn't connect with anybody at all on the London Spitfire, but checkmate just cleans him up with his dashes. They're trying to take down Hardy as quick as possible, but they left him. And with a couple of seconds to go, the Florida Mayhem are holding on second.
All right, I mean, Sparker, with just that toe over the line there, Florida going to be able to work on that. But the Rampage.
Rampage catches Sparker and landed. Sparker goes down to that bleed and someone just marches forward. Easy clean up for checkmate. Florida Mayhem looking good.
Uses the sound barrier first. Oh, I don't have it anymore.
Oh, he didn't Ajax, so they got it for the next fight. But their lives cut pretty damn short. There's 4 minutes to go, and the Florida Mayhem just working the London Spitfire in the neutral right now.
Oh my.
And this might be a bit of a free blade for Backbone. He does pull it, dash up the stairs, but he didn't actually look around the corner to see where everybody was lining up for. So Blade gets 1 slice on Hydro, but he receives a small Girl Scout cookie and gets healed on up. And now the Florida Mayhem using that rally to push forward. Spitfire with a beat in kind as they dash to the spawn, but someone just cleans them up. There's nothing they can do with the 50 seconds to go. The London Spitfire, they may be taking to a map number 5. Target focus from Florida Mayhem is just so good, and the bot is being stolen. London Spitfire need to also touch the bot to trigger overtime, but checkmate is playing bouncer. Backbone super low, no deflect, no dash. Checkmate takes him out. The London Spitfire have gone down. Map number 5 on the cards, but no Admiral touches. Okay, we're not out of this just yet, but the Florida Mayhem still have control. Sermashed and someone needs to be taken down before London can see themselves with a chance on this map, but it's not going to happen. The Florida Mayhem looking to repeat history.
Advantages, but someone is going to wait for that commanding shot to come back online, and they're going to bum rush the London Spitfire here before maybe even Backbone gets a chance to use this blade.
Yep, first ult fight. There's the rallies, there's the... Oh, checkmate! Oh my word. Backbone completely shut down the Florida Mayhem, making that one hurt.
You sure?
He might just go in. He might as well. He dashes into the wall, straight into the open arms of the London Spitfire, and he takes it with ease. Both GPS from London are now dead as the Florida Mayhem look to find that flip.
They're gonna get that flip too, and just like that, I don't think London Spitfire can come back into this one.
Through ball takes care of Admiral as overtime ticks down. London feeling a bit of deja vu. 1 more round. Isolated from the rest of London. There's no packs to really go around. He does jump back down to the fight, but there's too much health to heal up as checkmate cleans too. And someone from Florida Mayhem capped in the middle of this chaos. Okay, Sermashed comes back with a couple of kills of his own.
Can Florida Mayhem do it? The reverse sweep on the cards.
They just need this 1 round. Every ult being thrown out. That's an absolutely ginormous rampage from someone. The health bar's ticking down. Sparker's not afraid though. He steps up to the plate, trying to land these overclock kills. He almost takes down Hydron. In fact, Backbone ends up following up. Florida Mayhem still control the point, mind you. And they can stall this out for a little bit longer. London Spitfire make it there. And now with 95%, someone from Mayhem has to touch. It looks like it's going to be Sermashed. He gets booped away. Can he get onto the point? No, he cannot.
Right now.
There's Sparker. He's got that overclock of his own. Those knives are pretty good. The Rampage is even better. Hardy and Sparker bleeding to death. The Florida Mayhem with an overwhelming support advantage managed to wipe the London Spitfire. It's only landed on the point, and he used the rally to try and turn that one. The Florida Mayhem now 1 fight away.
Getting the overclock. London getting aggressive though.
An aggressive push straight onto the backline. RuPaul ends up going down. London Spitfire now just trying to erase the Florida Mayhem. They've got 95% as Hydro comes up clutch. 1 kill with the overclock as they try to guard. Another Admiral dead. There's no speed boost for London Spitfire. Florida Mayhem, they're going to try and just force London off of the point. Backbone is here with 8% towards that blade, but he ends up going down. Checkmate comes up big. Sparker kills one on Hydron. But it's not going to matter at all. History really does repeat itself with a kill onto Admiral. London with no rally, and London with no hope. The Florida Mayhem make sure history repeats itself with a reverse sweep.
someone celebrating. That's what we expect to see from the tank of Florida Mayhem.